Have you ever walked into a room, looked around at the crowd and caught the eye of a girl that you find attractive and she makes eye contact with you? But what does it mean? And what do you need to do? Well, after watching this video, you will know exactly what to do in the meaning. But before we can get to action, we first need to know what it means when a girl makes eye contact with you. The first one, the blank stare. I suppose we've all been there before. We're out with friends when we briefly lose ourselves in our own thoughts before realizing we're staring at someone. They take notice and cast a quick glance our way. Oops. It simply means nothing to receive this kind of eye contact because there is no intention behind it. She just happened to look in your way while she was thinking about something else, not at you. The fact that it almost feels as though she is looking through you makes this the simplest to identify. She's not looking at you and her face is presumably expressionless. Do not mistake this for her expressing interest in you. A girl will gaze at you with more than just a single emotion. The people watcher. Another one that we're all guilty of is occasionally just staring around the room at people. You might have taken note of what they were wearing, what they were doing, or just how your surroundings made you aware of them. There isn't really a purpose here, much like the blank gaze. She may have also given other men and women in the room the same glance as she gave you. She will typically look aside immediately and maintain the same neutral expression in this situation, making it easy to determine. Sorry, no exciting news to share. When a girl looks at you shyly. After clearing those up, we can discuss a few of the looks that can indicate a girl is interested. This is the expression you'll get if she likes you but is hesitant to express it. It's a quick, deliberate look, and she typically looks down and away after it. It will frequently be followed by a timid smile. A slightly more assured girl may give you a second look after she establishes eye contact with you to see if you're still looking. She might like you and want you to know it, but she's also a little timid. The obvious glance. Similar to that shy glance, she will retain your gaze for a brief period of time if she feels that he's expressing a little more interest. Even though it might only be another fragment of a second, it can feel like minutes. Even though it was only a tiny glimpse, she was intentionally looking your way to make sure you saw it. This type of eye contact is probably one of the more typical ones you can anticipate from a girl who is interested in you. It wants to keep its flirtatious and a little timid nature from becoming too obvious just yet. Keep in mind that girl can also find this frightening and threatening when a girl makes eye contact with you deliberately. Some girls aren't afraid to take action when they know what they want. You'll most likely see this appearance on them, or perhaps the last one on our list. This girl is staring directly at you, maintaining eye contact with you and acting as though she were waving at you from across the room. There is no space for miscommunication with her. She's into you and wants you to say hi. A broad smile typically goes with this expression. You should certainly take action because it can be exciting and fun. This is a significant indication that a girl is interested in you among many other more subtle ones. But are you going to do something about it? Look. The goal is to create an appearance that is instantly recognizable by everyone. This is the most apparent invitation you're ever going to receive just for making eye contact with a confident girl. It occurs when a girl looks you in the eyes, maintains that eye contact, smiles, and may even tilt her head slightly as if to say, "Come say hello." Even though we can't always depend solely on eye contact signals to determine a woman's level of interest, this instance is an exception. She really goes out of her way to express her interest in you. You really don't want to wait around, which is something to bear in mind in this situation. She's clearly a strong, independent woman who is practically inviting you over. If you still need more persuasion than that, she might get the idea that you don't share her enthusiasm and assurance. That can be a little off-putting because everyone considers confidence to be attractive, and she might lose interest. You now understand what it means when a girl makes eye contact with you. Let's now talk about what you need to do. Make the decision, look back or not. If you're married and she's looking at you, you might not want to even turn around. However, most males find it very difficult to resist doing it because we like to feel good. You like to think you still have it even if you're married. Additionally, you ponder, what's going on? Maybe she knows who I am, particularly if she is acting a little aggressively. It only occurs occasionally, but it has occurred to me a few times. So if you want to turn around to face her, you want to turn away. Give yourself permission to smile. People are generally disarmed by this and grin back. Nothing wrong with grinning at someone else. You can do this with a man. Tyra Banks coined the word smize to refer to an eye-only smile. It's simple to overlook your grin when your heart is in your mouth. It's not a good look to awkwardly smirk while having the joyous look of a rabbit in headlights in your eyes, particularly since she's looking at your eyes. You can see the difference between a smile that extends past your nostrils and one that stops at your nose by practicing it in front of a mirror. You could even smile with just your eyes, giving off a masculine look that portrays a kind personality. You'll be able to tell the difference between a smile that extends all the way to your eyes and one that stops at your nose when you try it in front of a mirror. Even your eyes alone can convey a smize, a masculine expression that conveys a warm heart that is glowing just for her beneath your tough and icy demeanor. Make eye contact. 2 seconds is plenty. We frequently only last a fraction of a second. If you want to measure her level of attention, give it between 1 and 2 seconds. Avoid going past this point because that is when things start to get strange. It doesn't have to be stressful when a girl is staring at you. You'll be able to relax, feel confident, and appreciate it more as you become more accustomed to this technique. And the more you do that, the more appealing you'll appear on the outside. Use open body language. The next move was made after she made eye contact and smiled in return. How can you get a girl's number? By displaying interest through body language. Simply turn your body in her direction. The most efficient posture, according to psychologists, is a slight forward lean without crossing your arms or legs. Men were most effective, according to research published in the Journal of Evolution and Human Behavior, when their body language suggested social dominance. Go talk to her. So far, you've done everything correctly. It's now time for you to relocate. What's important here? Do not overthink it. As you approach, walk with your head high and say hello. Make sure you're not slouching. Doing so might make you appear feeble. The first time you make physical touch, it should be a courteous handshake. But don't act the same way you would with other guys. Shake her hand slowly and tenderly, then slowly let go. During the introduction, maintain eye contact. Compliment something other than her looks. Acknowledge something of hers that pushes her personality and style to the fore, such as her generosity or unique style of purse. Bring up a shared interest. Use your common environment to strike up a conversation. Try asking what their experience at that venue has been like. Ask for her honest opinion. Therapists have cited that anyone will be happy to share their opinions with an interested party. If you give her an opportunity to talk about herself, she'll feel it much more comfortable. Tell a bonding joke. Jokes are disarming and are particularly powerful because they work at a biological level. When a woman laughs, she releases oxytocin, a bonding hormone that influences her to be more open to further conversation. How to get a girl's number. If you've made it this far, congratulations. She's clearly interested and enjoying her time with you. At this point, you need to get her number if you want to see this woman again. Ultimately, when a girl looks at you with eyes full of attraction, she may well be hoping something like this will happen. Asking for her number might feel like a big step, but remind yourself that you wouldn't have gotten to this point if she wasn't interested in you. Get her number at a high point in the conversation. What is a high point? When you're both enjoying the conversation so much you don't want to leave. It's precisely then that you should leave, though, to leave her wanting more. Don't ask for her number. Tell her you need it to keep the conversation going later. It's important that she gives you her number and not the other way around. This is a better indicator of success and confidence. Finally, don't overreact, say thanks, I'll call you soon, and take your leave. Now you know what to do when a girl makes eye contact with you and what it means. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video and thought it was helpful, please leave a thumbs up, a comment, and subscribe to our channel for more.